So the question is how to stop Microsoft Edge from relaunching offending web pages. When, like, you get these fake antivirus scams, for instance, they'll take over the whole screen or they won't stop. And the easiest way to stop Edge from doing that is to clear your recovery cache, and you can put some registry entries in and make new policies basically that say Microsoft Edge don't recover. But you also need to either know how to use Control-Alt-Delete in the task manager, or there's probably an easier way is just to set your power button up so that your power button shuts down the computer, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you don't have Control Panel on your desktop like I do, you can actually just hit the Windows key on your keyboard and the R key. So hit Windows and then press R, and you'll get a run box like this one. It'll pop up down here, and then just type Control and press Enter. And it's going to launch a control panel for you. Okay. Once you're in the control panel, you can either come up here at this area and hit Power. That's probably the easiest way. Search for Power, or if you're in the small icons, you can go to Power here as well. Just type in Power up here in Search, and then click Power Options. Change Plan Settings. Change Advanced Power Settings, and you're going to get this dialog. And just scroll down here where it says Power Button, Power Buttons and Lid, and make sure that this is set to shut down. And you can also at this point decide if you want the sleep button to sleep or not. You can have it high. I don't like the sleep features. I don't use sleep. I just shut my machine down when I'm done with it. So make sure your power setting is set to shut down, and then just click Apply and OK. So one more time, we go to Run by hitting the Windows key R, and we get this Run dialog. We type in Control, launches a control panel. Up here, type Power, Enter. I don't even think you have to hit Enter, but it will take you in. Change Plan, change Advanced Power Settings, and then go down here to the Power Buttons and Lid, and make sure that the power button is set to shut down. Okay? If you had a laptop, there'd be lid commands in here. You can set your computer up to shut down when you close the lid, or sleep, whatever you prefer. OK, or Apply and OK. Back out of there. You can just close the window as far as that goes. I'm going to move mine back over to my regular desktop. And then when you get an offending website and you don't know how to get out of it, all you have to do at that point is just press the power button on your computer and the thing will shut down. Then when you re-power it up by hitting it again after it shuts down completely, you will be able to, at that point, go back into Edge after I get done helping you set these settings, and you'll go right back in, and it won't recover those offending websites. You know, it won't keep taking over your screen. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a batch file. And I know that sounds intimidating, but it's not. Okay? It's very easy to make a .bat file. And I already made one here that does exactly what I want it to do. So you open up Notepad. Okay? And once again, you can do that by, you can do it through the Run command, but I mean it's in your Start menu. But so if you want to launch Notepad from the Run command, you just go ahead and do the same thing, and you hit Windows key R. Oops, I'm messing up here. And then I gotta get it over on your screen. So Windows key R gets the same dialog as you use for the word control. And if you just type in Notepad, type it right there, and hit enter, it'll launch Notepad. I already have Notepad open, but I just launched another instance of Notepad. Okay? Then you go ahead and you're going to do some navigating, probably the easiest way to do it. So open up the File Explorer window and see users, your name, and then you're going to have to go to view and you have to make hidden file. You know what? Let's not do that way. Just copy my code because it's going to be the same Windows 10. So you go to this particular link right here. So you're going to see users, your name, whatever your username is, app data, local packages, Microsoft Edge underscore, and then this weird directory. So Microsoft Edge directory, AC, Microsoft Edge user default recovery active. I know that's a lot. I'll put it in the description. So you get a Notepad open. You're going to go ahead and type CD for change directory, space, and then in quotation marks, because this is a string, you're going to put that long code in there. And you need to replace this part with whatever your name is. And you can find that by opening up, going to see users, and whatever your name is. Okay? So if your name is Tom, it's going to be Tom. If it's user, it's user. If it's, Karen, whatever your name is, that's what you're going to change that to, okay? Because that's where we're going. We're going to C. I'll just go there. Mine's already unlocked. I've got my hidden files as they're showing, so you can see them. Gotta find that folder. It's right here. And then it's AC, Microsoft Edge, user, default, recovery, active. And if you click up here, you'll see that is exactly what I have in that string. See that? Don't turn them on. Turn them off. I'm making a video. So, users, Terry, app data, local packages, Microsoft Edge. That's where I'm at now. And if there were files in there, this bat file would clear them. So then your next command, you just after you get done typing that and enter down, you're going to put in delete space star period star. That means it's going to delete anything with any extension in that directory, and then space /Q means quiet. So it's not going to ask you for a prompt to say yes or no. It's just going to run. So you got to make sure that this is the correct directory before you do that. You're going to clear files out. It's going to delete them. And you don't want that. You don't want the wrong directory. Okay. It's going to change directory to C in this directory, and it's going to delete everything out of that directory. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go save as, and you can name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just save it on your desktop. Probably the easiest place to put it for now. So type in a name .bat. You can leave that as, well, actually change it to all files. Change that save as file type to all files. So whatever you're naming it, .bat, and you're going to save it. I already had one there, so I just overwrote it just for kicks. Alright. So now you've got that saved to your desktop. I called mine recover edge.bat. Now you're going to go into the C drive. I know this is a pain, but it believe me, it's going to be good. You're going to make a new folder and just call this one Microsoft Edge Recovery. And then drag your bat file into that folder. Okay? Now you're going to go ahead and you're going to send this as a shortcut to the desktop. So you're making a shortcut to this program so that when you activate it, it's going to run. Okay? And I'm going to show you something. Let me open up an instance of Microsoft Edge. so you can see that it works before we make it auto run. Okay, so I opened up Microsoft Edge. Now there's going to be recovery files in that location, right? Okay, packages, Microsoft Edge, crazy directory, AC, and then Microsoft Edge again, and then user, default, and recovery active. You're going to see there's files in there. Depending on how many websites you went to, there could be a lot of files in there. So when I run this little file, you'll watch this. Double click it. As long as Microsoft Edge is closed, which it is, because I closed it, it's going to delete the recovery files so that they don't try to recover. Okay? Now what you're going to do, you're going to start, probably the easiest way I've found to do it, and just right click on any one of those directories and say open the file location. That's going to take you to the actual underlying start menu. Okay, it's like in old Windows XP or 7. There was a start menu, and there's actually a startup folder in there. You're gonna go ahead and drag this dude, move him here, hit continue. That way, when your computer starts, it runs that batch file, and it'll clear those out. So you powered it off with the power button. Computer went down. If you had any warning messages, just say yes, force close, whatever. Okay, you're toast at that point anyway, because the thing take over your page, and if you don't know how to use the task manager, you're not going to be able to get out of it. So power it off, power it back on, and as soon as it comes back on, this batch file is going to run, and it's going to clear out all those temp files, so that the recovery files are no longer there, so that when you launch Edge again, it is going to be your default start page that happens, and not that crazy